Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. First I have anything, just back for another video, quick video. A few interesting finds that I picked up recently, which is quite interesting. Got a few new releases, all second-hand releases, which is quite nice, and a box set as well, quite surprisingly. So I'll do the single LPs first, then do the box set last. Okay, let's do this. Okay, first we got is... Now yesterday, I'm filming this yesterday, it turned 50 years old. Abbey Road by the Beatles from 1969. This is from 1969, even though it is a Swedish pressing. I got this from Lancaster actually in a market stall. It was a nice summer's day, and my father and son actually the son was like a hipster, very hipster type, type guy as well. Your dad was his standard geriatric dad, really, very much. They were selling all these off, and they were doing like something like £2 each and stuff, various stuff as well, which is quite nice. I found this actually because I never actually owned Abbey Road. That was the only Beatles album I never owned. I got all the others, but this was the last piece in the puzzle, pretty much. So I was quite happy to get this. £15, that's a decent, good price. It is great as well, actually. It says Peach on there for some reason, but it's okay. On the label as well, it's very nice and lined. It does say Her Majesty on the label, though. Quite interesting. So it's not the usual ones you really like. It doesn't say it has the hidden track. Well, the original pressings do not mention it hasn't got the hidden track on, whereas this does on the label. Not on the cover, just on the label of the record itself. But overall, it's a really good album, and obviously, just yesterday they released the super deluxe edition of it. Of course, I've listened to it. The mixes that Giles Moran did are actually brilliant. It opens up very nicely. It's like, there's a lot more strength and power to it as well, which is really good. Very much. I really enjoyed that, actually. I mean, what he's been doing with Sgt. Pepper and the White Album as well, it's pretty good. I don't know if he's going to do Let It Be. Who knows? That'll be something. I think they have already done it, but who knows? Maybe next year. Might have to wait and see. Who knows? Who knows about that? But anyway, that's the Beatles, Abbey Road, Swedish pressing, second-hand that was. Next we got is the song, Easy Rider soundtrack. Pretty good, actually. I never actually listened to it yet. It was only £1 it was, believe it or not. This is from 151 Records, my local record store. I've seen this beforehand, but I never actually really got it until now. So it's pretty good, actually. Yeah, well, obviously, it's just I'm paying tribute to the late Peter Fonda, of course, who passed away recently. So, obviously, it's quite a good time to do it, actually. So, anniversaries, deaths, there's all sorts of things going on with this video. Yeah, but it's pretty good. I might just go for the track listing, actually. There's only 10 songs on here, actually, to go through. So, you got The Pusher by Stephen Wolf, again, Born to be Wild, classic song, defies the movie Easy Rider. The Weight by Smith. Now, in the film, it's the band, actually. The band. It's from that album, Music from Big Pink. But obviously, they couldn't get the actual rights to put in the compilation, so a band called Smith actually did cover it, so it's on here. Wasn't Born to Follow You by the Byrds. If You Want to Be a Bird, the Holy Model Rounders. That's end of side 1. Side 2, Don't Bogart Me, the Fraternity of Man. If 6 Was 9, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Kerry Elson, Marley Grass, the Electric Prunes. It's Alright Ma, I'm Only Bleeding by Roger Green, and Ballad of Easy Rider by Roger Green, the guitarist of the Byrds as well, doing a few bits and pieces on this one as well. Yes. Really good, actually. A really good soundtrack, actually. Well, it is legendary. Released by Dunhill Records in the USA, it's released by Ian Mines Inside Records in the UK. Pretty good. So it's probably worth it having to your collection, I think. Sounds alright. Next up we got is Bee Gees' first. Technically their first international album, even though it's their third album in particular. Again, really good. This is from 1967. This is a 1983 reissue. It does say on here. Copyright, something like 1983, Polydor Records. So that's pretty good. I was quite surprised I found this on the shelf, actually. It's only £1 it was. Pretty good, actually. A lot of good stuff on here as well. Turn of the Century, Open Up is really good. Holiday, you have Holiday, of course, which is, I mentioned before, actually, on the best of Bee Gees, very much, if you check that video out. Really good. Every Christian, like I will show you again, of course. Red Chair Fade Away, I love that one. New York Mind's Last 951's on here. Cucumber Castle as well. Please Read Me. You know, there's a lot of good stuff on here as well. You know, it seems like the sort of first main album to release in the UK and internationally, globally. It's really good. Interesting. Of course, I had this, you know, you picture the band, of course. You have Robin Gibb, Colin Pearson, Barry Gibb, Vince Mahoney, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and Maurice Gibb, of course. Basics in the back, which is very good. So Bee Gees first, from 1967, or reissue from SMA 3. Next we got Eddie and the Hot Rods, Teenage Depression. This is a reissue, of course, from Let Me Meet Vinyl. I've only got a single from Eddie and the Hot Rods. It's called Quit This Town. It is. But to be honest, I haven't listened to this yet. Actually, unfortunately, reissue, because I was quite surprised that this actually is a reissue. It's, I can open it actually. Okay, pain in sometimes with these gatefolds and sleeves now and again. No, nothing good. But it's on clear vinyl. It is clear vinyl. Actually, does say on here actually. Yeah, again, 151 Records. Bee Gees first also come from 151 Records as well. I haven't listened to it, even though I've heard of Eddie and the Hot Rods. First time I heard about them, I think they were performing Candlelight actually in bootleggers, I think, one time actually as a reformative reunion actually. Then afterwards I got a single of them, Quit This Town, from a charity shop actually. No, junk shop actually, not charity shop, junk shop. I don't know if 50p it was. Still have it actually in the box. Yeah, so I thought, I guess actually, I mean, this was in the racks for most of the time actually when I've been there. You know, this is on the racks and I've been bought, so I thought, like this actually. You know, I've heard about. I think it's quite legendary amongst other things, but I've never really heard it actually. Unfortunately, will do eventually. I need to. So, Teenage Depression by Eddie and the Hot Rods. Okay, next up we got is The Best of the Doors from 1976. Includes a single, Riders of the Storm, from Ellie One from 1971. Quite good compilation, actually. Again, another one that was been in the racks too long, actually. So I thought I might get this, actually. Even though I own a Doors record, which I'll get to eventually in another video. Quite happy about a compilation of theirs. So that's nice. So we open with side one, Who Do You Love? It's a live track. It's a live track, actually. So it's, again, cover song, live track. Then you got Soul Kitchen from the first self-titled debut album. Hello, I Love You from Waiting for the Sun. People Are Strange is from Stranger Days. Rise of the Storm, LA Woman. Touch Me, The Soft Parade. Love and Manly, LA Woman. Love Me Two Times. Strange Days. Take As It Comes, self-titled debut album. Moonlight Drive. Stranger Days, Light My Fire, self-titled. Pretty good band at the back as well. It's a 1976, of course. Really good, actually. Nothing really to say. Just amazing. I think it's like 5, maybe at really like 5 years after Jim Morrison passed away. Interesting. So that's The Best of the Doors from 1976. The final release, the final single release, of course, is the Rolling Stones' Hot Rocks, 1964, 1971. Brilliant. I do know a Rolling Stones album from the 70s, actually, so it's nice to get some vinyl of the 60s. So I mean, I prefer stuff from the late 60s, of course. Maybe not from Her Majesty's Satanic Ritual, not that. I'd listened to that, but it was not like really. But stuff from Beggar's Banquet and Lay Bleed are actually really good stuff on there. Really good stuff. So this dates back like 64 to 71, so up until Sticky Fingers, actually, that sort of era, of course. And my God, a lot of good stuff on here, of course. So go for the track list of this. So you have Time Is On My Side, Heart of Stone, Play with Fire, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, As Tears Goes By, Get Off My Cloud, Mother's Love Helper, 19th Nervous Breakdown, Painted Black, Under My Thumb, Ruby Tuesday, Let's Spend the Night Together, John with Jack Flash, Stream Fight Man, Sympathy with the Devil, Honky Tonk Woman, Give Me Shelter, Midnight Rambler, You Can't Always Get What You Want, Brown Sugar, and Wild Horses. Midnight Rambler. I'm trying to think if that was a... Oh, is it a live track or something? Yeah, Midnight Rambler's live track on this one. That's right. Only the live track on there. Really. I'm not so sure why it's a live track on there actually. In a sleep down there, Gatefold as well. Really good interest in the band, of course. That's nice. That is. Now this, I believe, is a reissue. This is a reissue. This is. I'm just totally forgot actually. It says on the label actually. If I can read it, just standard inner sleeves actually on this one. It's the back of the sleeves. This is from 1986. Hot Rocks, so 1986. Yes, released on London Records. So that's okay. Obviously, of course, you have the other stuff as well because you have 1 and 2. Like I would say, it's Hot Rocks 1 and 2. I think it just says side 3 and 4 as well. Yeah, that's pretty good. So it's a reissue from 1970. Yeah, I think from 71 to 72. This is from. So yes, but it's a nice release actually. I do like it, and of course, that is a good cover. That is, I have to admit, that's sort of like against associated with the Stones. It is, you know, there's a lot of good covers that they've done, of course, you know, with Let It Bleed, and Some Girls is another one actually. Sticky Fingers, that live album with that Man and Donkey as well. Yeah, I'm trying to think. And also the woman of like a Tattoo You. That's another one. That is pretty good actually. In fairness, really, I don't listen to the Stones that much really. I mean, I know they're legendary and everything, but I usually just listen to them on the radio very much. I mean, the only album I've got is just one of the studios from the 70s really. But again, I'll get to eventually we're doing that. But this is the first time I've ever introduced Stones onto the channel here. I've only got 2 releases of them, so fair enough, you know, I'm not very crazy over them very much, but I do like some 6 and like Street Fighter Man. I do love actually. I think it's a really good song. It is. Give Me Shelter is another really cool one actually. So I really enjoy them actually. They're pretty decent and pretty good. You know, when they're rocking, they are rocking sometimes, most of the time. So that's pretty good. So that's the last of the single release, of course, and we move on to the final, our little epitaph of this video, of course, which is Golden Grades of the 50s and 60s. This is massive. 20 vinyl. You know, 10, well, let's just say 10. Release 10 vinyl in this box set. Actually, to be honest, I think there's 11. If we go into it, yeah, there is. You know, you get 10 artists, but you also get this as well in there. This is Jukebox Jive. Yes. There's a funny story about this. For people who know, because I did the B-side massive video, the Scottish Invasion, I went to Castle Douglas for a few days camping, of course. While I was away, my parents were cleaning some, well, I think cleaning nesting, I was doing fine. No, they were cleaning stuff out of wardrobe or something, and they found this covered in dust. And they thought, yeah, you'll have that. And so I found this on my record deck when I got home, and it's huge. I've got a few of boxes as well. 2 more of these actually. Well, not this type actually, but 2 different kinds, of course. Have I? No, I've got. Maybe a few more actually. I think I've got a couple box sets actually. I'm just trying to. I lost count actually. See what I've got, but this is the recent addition to this sort of little small collection. This small set of collections, maybe, but it's good actually. So let's go through these. So we've got 20 artists on here. So record side number 1. Well, artist number 1 is Bill Haley. Number 2 is Fats Domino. Number 3 is Tommy Steele. Number 4 is The Platters. Number 5 is Pat Boone. Number 6, Chuck Berry. Number 7, Eddie Cochran. Number 8, the Everly Brothers. 9, Lauren Donegan. 10, Buddy Holly. Number 11, Jerry Lee Lewis. Number 12, Connie Francis. Number 13, Martin Wilde. Number 14, Sam Cooke. Number 15, Dwayne Eddy. Number 16, Anthony Newley. Number 17, Brenda Lee. Number 18, Billy Fury. Number 19, Bobby V. And number 20, Roy Orbison. Yes, so again, so it could be a 50s. I think it's more like half, like the first 10 are for the 50s, half, any other 10 like from 11 to 20 are 60s very much. I know Anthony Newley is sort of in the 60s he is, very much. Yeah, pretty good. Also, I mentioned before, there was the Jukebox Jive as well, the 11th one. I'll go for this one actually, very much. So, side 1, you have Leader of the Pack by the Shangri-Las. Then you got Western Movies by the Olympics, My True Love by Jack Scott, Charlie Brown by the Coasters, Sea Cruise, Frankie Ford, Jungle Rock, Hank Mazel, Venus in Blue Jeans, Jimmy Clanton, Red River Rock, Johnny and the Hurricanes, Rebound, Charlie Rich, Wooly Bully, Sam Sham and the Pharaohs, Teen Beat, Sandy Nelson, Blue Suede Shoes, Carl Perkins, Chap Out of Love, the Dixie Cups, Rockin' Robin, Bobby Day, The Boy from New York City, the Ad-Libs, Sugar Shack, Jimmy Glimmer and the Fireballs, Give Me Some Love, Conway Twitty, Let It Rock, Eric Bird and the Animals, Ballad of a Teenage Queen, Johnny Cash, and Pretty Little Angel Eyes by Curtis Lee. And it goes a little bit of information about the actual songs, I think, as well. It does, I think it does actually. And, well, it goes a little bit about the track and also the groups themselves on here, so that's pretty good. This is done by the Reader's Digest company, this is. Released in... Where's box it released? No. Doesn't actually release saying here. I don't know. It's released. You know, they don't really give any information at all, don't they? Some of these actually came in books, I believe, in booklets, but this one doesn't actually. But if you've noticed what these are like, if you've owned these, you know, you probably know there's information of the group themselves. Well, of course, with Bailey and the comes, of course, Fats Domino that side as well. A lot of information as well. Trying to find out what year it came out in. That's the problem. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I think it's late 70s probably. These were mostly popular in the late 70s were. I would say mid-late 70s these were released, very much. Because that's where most, I think a couple of them I got were actually released around what time they were. So, indeed. Sorry, it's a problem with inner sleeves. You know, you have to take them out, take them back in again, but so they don't have to go in sometimes. You know, with these things, you know, it's a pain in the arse sometimes. You know, you always get your luck and bingo, they're in. That's good. Hey. So that's it. That is first I have anything just for today. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you for the next video. And excuse me for the camera, it's a bit odd, you know, for a bit of odd situations, if you know what I mean. But thank you guys. See you for the next video.